Entitled modern woman gets triggered on a date.
Need men? Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No?
We don't need short men.
Do you need a man?
No.
Do you need a man?
Oh, God.
Do you need a man?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
Why?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No? Do we need men?
We need men to make us stupid.
Do we need men? Do we need men? Do women need men in this world?
These are the same women that will say, "Why don't guys approach us anymore?" Well, ask them this same question in 10 years. Rude, conceited, self-centered, and doesn't even try to hide it at all. If a red flag was a living person. The second she said she always gets her way, I would have got up and walked away without saying a word. The clip is from a dating show called First Dates, so he was obliged to stay for filming the show. Otherwise, he would have left, as every sane man would.
Mr. Slap.
Do you do OF?
Yeah, I might.
I wouldn't touch you if you were the last two people on Earth.
Bruh.
Oh, that kind of makes me feel bad.
Don't give a
Women. They hate women and they hate anyone who stands with women. They want women to feel like no man will ever side with them, like no man will ever help them. And they get frustrated the moment a man breaks that narrative and goes out of his way to be kind and show empathy to a woman. They want to keep the expectations on the floor. Men can be capable of so much kindness and empathy and love, and it is absolutely vile that they are discouraged from showing any of that.
She's the new promotion for MGTOW. It's always what men can do for them. It's never what they can do. Probably, in all fairness, because they have nothing to give.
And have made it conditional, providing for and protecting only what they have perceived ownership of, including women and children. And as a result, men provide for themselves and protect their own self-interests instead of providing for and protecting women and children. A lot of indigenous cultures know the value of providing for and protecting women and children, the life bearers and the future of humanity. But because of white capitalist patriarchy and the colonized mind, men who uphold these principles will only end up being abandoned by society.
Why would men risk their lives for women who say they're independent and that they don't need us? If we're not related or are in a relationship, I'm not going to risk my life for a stranger. You ladies yelled and screamed this. Now you have it and don't want it.
What is your body count so far this year?
So it's, July 6th. So I've been with about a person each day for the last 6-7 months.
Each day?
Each day.
You're kidding, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
So, if there's been 6 months, 30-ish days, then that's a lot of people. We're already in triple digits.
She wears her disgrace like a badge of honor. She's the perfect example of what's wrong with women nowadays. Her missing father would be proud. The sad thing is that this same kind of woman will demand commitment and resources from you.
You guys have no idea the issues that you bring forth. All you're concerned about is maybe some filters and stuff, But hey, there's ways around that, right? But what there's not ways around is control,
No man, whatever his age, wants to take a 50-year-old woman seriously as a long-term partner because she will soon experience age-related health issues, if not already, and she will expect you to handle them for her financially. She basically just needs you to be her retirement plan, and she has already burned through the money and assets she stole from her ex-husband after she divorce-raped him. Speaking of which, she will 1,000,000,000% do the same to you.
Yes, another individual who doesn't quite seem to grasp the concept of what child support is meant to be used for. It is meant to support the child. It's almost like the actual meaning is in the name itself. It's not there to go get a haircut. It's not there to buy yourself some new nails or some new clothes. No, instead of spending that money on yourself, use it for what it is meant for. To support the child. Put that money away for their future. for their college, a future home, a future car, to support the child. I'm really getting tired of some women making a lot of other women look bad.
There has to be a record of how child support funds are spent. These women, especially black women, aren't taking care of the kids. They're spending it on themselves. I know the government knows this, and they're not doing anything about it. They don't want to be responsible for these single mothers.
Me calling my ex-husband while we were separated because I was having a panic attack and he was my safe person. Him coming to pick me up even though I was the one divorcing him. I completely understand this. I did it several times. I struggle with the sadness of the decision, but it was needed. So your ex-husband is needed, but he's your ex-husband. Mine didn't come. I go through them alone now, and it hurts every time. There is a disconnect happening where women are leaving their men, yet expecting them to stay and keep performing their husbandly duties. Do you think if he called her having a panic attack that she'd even pick up the phone? Being expected to constantly provide and care for people who have given up on them is not good for men's souls and their growth. It is beating them down mentally. Even if it's not your intention, it is so incredibly manipulative to break up with a guy and then expect him to console you through the breakup.
As a man, you need to respect and value 3 things: your time, your attention, and your resources. Own them and protect them. Only give these out to people who deserve it.
Yes, I would like an increase in my financial support.
Okay. And your financial support or support for your children?
Support for the children. I'm already receiving child support, yes, but I would like an increase for our children.
Okay, how many children do you all have?
2.
And how much are you receiving at this time?
$1,500 a month.
$1,500 a month, okay. Did he come into some money that you know about?
As a matter of fact, he did.
Okay, how do you know?
His secretary kind of told me.
His secretary told you?
Yes.
Did she tell you something or did you ask her to look for you?
No, honestly, she just brought it to my attention.
Sounds like you need a new secretary. She's just telling your ex-wife all of your business?
I don't know what she's talking about.
It's his ex-lover.
Ex-lover, okay. We're not going to get into all of that. That has nothing to do with this court.
Thank you.
Mr. Wilson, no, I don't need you to thank me, sir.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go.
She wants more money for herself. That man needs a new secretary and a new judge.
My ex-boyfriend said the main reason that he broke up with me is because I brought up the orange peel theory and he thought it was ridiculous. And you know what? I would like someone who wants to peel an orange for me. Really would. Not gonna ask you to. I just want to know that you would. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, he didn't break up with you because he didn't want to peel an orange for you. He broke up with you because you're the type of person who uses viral TikTok trends to test people. Because it's going to start with the orange peel theory, then you're going to do the ketchup test, and then the next thing you know, he doesn't know when and where the hidden camera is going to be next with you testing him with some new challenge. The orange peel theory is a red flag to dudes that you have been sucked into a much larger sphere of relationship killing anti-male ideology. I just think it's so disingenuous that she's trying to say that he just couldn't handle peeling oranges when the reality is that he didn't want to handle being constantly tested, and based on the way she also dodges accountability, I don't blame him.
Social media addiction is one of the biggest red flags for men. Play stupid games and win stupid prizes.
This is what Ratchet is. If there was ever a handbook on how to be completely and totally trifling, this is a main page out of that book. Woman stuck with $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. Why are you bringing that many family members on a blind date? They actually interviewed this young lady and asked her why she even did this. She said she wanted to test the man's generosity to know if he was worth dating or not. Imagine this poor dude, he showed up thinking he was gonna buy a couple sushi rolls, maybe get some nook, and the whole entire family's there. Why would you proceed with that date? I would have been out like trout in a drought. Women just really be out here pushing the limits to see exactly how raggedy they can act towards men, and then they play the victim when men don't play the game. I'm married though, so that's not my mess to deal with.
I've seen so many of these cases, and the amount of women that try to play innocent when the dudes just leave is insane. That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.